Billionaire Warren Buffett compared AI to nuclear weapons, which is the topic I want to get into today. If you guys were not aware, over the weekend, Warren Buffett had his annual shareholder meeting where you have anywhere from 70 to 80,000 people showing up in Nebraska to listen to Warren Buffett speak. Give insights, give some context about where he's at in the market and the economy, and hopefully those visitors will learn some things when they go down there. Now, it almost just seems like a giant Q&A session. Lots of just different people, random people asking him questions with the microphone, and then he gives his insights. Now, one of the questions that was asked was about AI. What do you think about it? How is it going to affect your businesses? Blah, 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 blah. And Warren Buffett's response to this question was particularly interesting, which is why I'm making the video for you guys today. One of the things that he said is that the AI that we have is like a genie in the bottle. It's very similar to when we had let the genie out of the bottle with nuclear weapons, when we had a discovery of the atom bomb that led to many different, wars and lots of chaos. And he basically was just saying the same thing with AI. AI has the potential to be really, really good, but it also has the potential to do some really, really bad things. One of the things that he was bringing up, of course, was scamming. If you haven't already seen this, you should go look up here on YouTube different scams that are happening with AI. It's getting really, really good, where you can take a video just like this. You can run my voice through the AI, you can run my face through the AI, and you could start making videos of me that have my same voice, that look just like me, and nobody would be able to tell the difference that it wasn't me. So therefore, you can make videos of me, try to get money out of people, and this is where the scams will come in. And they're so good, they're so indistinguishable from reality that it's becoming an issue. If people have lost a lot of money with it. But that was one of the downsides he was talking about, is the scamming, the potential for scamming, and how there could just be a lot more of it happening, which I agree with. I think we've seen that already starting to play out. But remember, he wasn't just talking about the bad stuff, the negative stuff. He was also talking about the good stuff too. And some of the good stuff that he was talking about when it comes to AI, one of the more major ones was how it can increase a lot of leisure time for workers. Okay, I think that's specifically what he said, is it increases leisure time for workers. So what does that mean? Well, when we have AI, it can help us be more efficient, right? We can do things a lot faster. We can eliminate, at least as a company, they're able to eliminate a lot of work that normally would have to be done by humans and through manual labor, and usually takes a lot of time. Well, the AI speeds all that up, and in many cases, you guys have even seen the AI actually replacing entire jobs, entire positions within companies. And so this is, for a business owner, a good thing, because labor is just becoming more and more expensive, right? With wage inflation and things like that, you see the labor market pushing prices up. That means that companies either have to raise their prices to adjust for that cost push inflation, or they need to, in order to retain earnings, right? They'd either have to raise up the prices that they're charging, or they're not going to earn as much. So the other option, though, is, hey, if we have this AI that can completely replace people, and we can just get those people out of here, we don't have to pay them at all. And so the company saves a lot of money, and then the earnings can go up. So I think that's one of the things Warren Buffett was talking about, right? Is that it has the ability to do a lot of good. It can be a huge game changer for good and for bad. But the one thing he kind of admitted is he doesn't know a lot about AI. I mean, obviously he's seen the scamming, he's seen the stuff that's going on with efficiency. Workers who normally have tasks that they have to do manually can do them much quicker. So there's more time that the workers are getting back, essentially. Although the one thing that he was bringing up is, what are we going to do with that extra time? Once you get the time back, now what do you do with it, right? That's the big question. So I think that's kind of where we have to look at companies and understand that they're going to want to squeeze the most labor for the amount that they're paying as possible. And with AI, they're able to speed up processes. They're able to get people to do their work faster, and they don't have to use as many people. So for stocks and for companies, it's been great. And I've been telling you guys, though, that it's been getting a little out of control. I think that AI is getting a little bit blown out of proportion. It's getting a little bit overhyped. It feels like a bubble. It feels like there's a little bit too much excitement here, where if this bubble pops, then things can go badly. But then, you have companies like Apple, where they introduce AI to all of their products, and look what's happened to their stock in the past couple weeks. I mean, their stock has been booming, and then their earnings, the stock boomed again. So maybe the bubble still has yet to get a little bit bigger here, but I still consider it a bubble. I don't think that these AI stocks are all they're hyped up to be. I think it's just new. It's an innovative technology and people are excited about it, but I don't know if it really deserves a lot of the growth and the returns we've been seeing in the stock market. I'm not sure if that's necessarily the best fit, the best match, or what makes the most sense. So I have done, and many times in my investment club, I talk about on other videos where you guys can join my investment club and see the stocks that I invest in. You guys can see how I position myself and invest during different cycles of the market. Well, with this particular cycle that we're in, I'm expecting a lot of repricing of assets. Okay, so certain stocks, especially in the tech and AI space specifically, are grossly mispriced. I mean, just way too expensive. A lot of stocks were. And I believe personally that there will be a big repricing of assets. Repricing of assets can happen very suddenly, very rapidly, before you have time to react, and you can end up losing a lot of money. So this is where, when we see those assets being repriced, I think that people are going to be pretty disappointed to learn that the AI was all hyped. There was a big bubble that they got caught up in. Although in the long term, I think that obviously companies will still be able to grow, but in the short term, I think that a lot of these stocks have gotten way too expensive, and there's a repricing coming soon. So for those of you guys that are new, you don't have a lot of prior knowledge or experience when it comes to the stock market or investing in general, you can always join my investment club. Like I said, you guys can either contact me on Instagram. You guys can go to my website, ceowatchlist.com. Subscription packages on there if you guys want to look around at the different ones. But get in there so I can show you guys how to position yourself over this next market cycle, especially with these AI stocks and the repricings that I think are coming. I think there's a lot of good opportunities out there to get into that haven't even broken out yet. So there's still time and, time for people to jump on them. So anyways, guys, I hope that this video helped. Pay attention to these shareholder meetings that Warren Buffett does. Whenever billionaires speak, guys, we want to listen up. We want to see what they're thinking about the markets. It's all very important to get those perspectives. So make sure you subscribe and like the video here as well. It's going to help us out a lot. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.